Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A very special welcome back to the forum here in Copenhagen, Denmark. The Viaplay Nordic Darts Masters, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen from Denmark, the first Danish player in history to win a PDC Tour card. Would you please welcome home Vladimir Andersen! Ladies and gentlemen from England, a European champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the World Match Play and the former champion of the world,
Penultimate game of the night, and we're still looking for our first Nordic or Baltic winner, but maybe this is a chance. Vladimir Andersen, the darling of Danish darts, a man who got himself on the tour. He quite brashly said, "I'm the best that Denmark has. If any Dane player gets on the tour, it'll be me." And he was right, but it's not gone well for him since he did. We haven't seen that much of him. When we have seen him, he's had an awful lot of first-round exits. In fact, he only won 3 games on the tour last year, and he didn't even turn up for the final third of the year. Nobody has really seen him for the last 3 months. He only played a tournament the other weekend on his return to darts. He is a man of mystery. But can he produce something magical against the 2-time European champion, Rob Cross? The Danish fans will be willing him on. Nice to see that he's brought enough flights and stems in what appears to be a plastic bag. But Rob Cross has been back in form, and back in form for a number of months. He's winning titles again, admittedly. We haven't seen him win on the telly for a little while, but he's playing darts of a level that suggests that wait could come to an end pretty soon. He is the world number 6. He was very good at the World Championship, averaged 100 for the tournament before being beaten by an excellent Chris Dobey. And he will fancy his chances of doing some serious damage in this one, with Johnny Clayton awaiting the winner, as Rob Cross and Vladimir Andersen prepare to go head-to-head in our penultimate match of this evening in Copenhagen.
Yes, I'm happy to report that Rob Cross is better than he was in Bahrain. You were paying attention. You may remember that he had a little accident, tripped up and hurt his back. But it's held up okay over the last week. He's okay, and he will get us underway.
57.
Yeah, he's an enigma, Vladimir Andersen. He's quite a character, as you alluded to right at the start.
60.
He's undoubtedly got talent. We just haven't seen much of it. He has struggled to get his average much above 80 when we've seen him play on the tour last year. And I think, to be honest, he's found 54. It a lot harder than he expected it to be. He thought he was just going to walk in there, show everyone how good he is. And yeah, it's darts. I've been playing this. I'm the best in Denmark. I'll show them what we're about. And it hasn't worked out like that. Played
41.
17 of those Pro Tour events, and he went out in round 1 in 15 of them. Now that is a confidence sapping thing to go through, to the point where, as I say, the back end of the year just walked away from it. Nobody's really heard 100. Or seen of him, from what I understand.
Determined to have another crack at it in 2023. Maybe play some more tournaments,
48.
Get some more experience. 33 years of age, and yes, he is the Danish #1.
59.
Probably about time he started playing like the Danish #1.
Well, it'd be a great place to do it. In front of 2,500 fans in Copenhagen.
140.
Keeps on blowing on his hands. I don't know if he's feeling the cold, or he might have one of those grip powders that are activated by moisture. Simon Whitlock uses them. Rob Cross with the first maximum of this one, gets down to a nice little 2-dart finish.
$140. Robbie required 51.
Well, giving himself an opportunity if Cross can't take his.
Game from the first leg.
But he does take it, and that might be ominous for Vlad.
The winning of the leg greeted with silence. Yeah, looking forward to Saturday night here in the Forum. It will be
59.
It will be mad. 4,500 of them may well get stuck in for sure.
Yeah, there's certainly good signs in terms of Danish darts. The sort of heyday
97.
for darts in this country was back in the 90s. Had about 5,000 members in the Danish Darts Union. That reached a sort of low point about 2008, where there was fewer than half
55.
that number, less than 2,000. It's climbing now. They're back above the 3,000 mark. Things are growing, and having tournaments here, events like this, supported by big crowds, it's going to help. But what would really help is if they've got that icon, that leading player, a player who can take it to the big guns. They thought Vladimir Andersen was going to be the man. It hasn't happened yet. Not to say it won't for him.
140.
Yeah, as it has been with Germany. First really with Max Hopp, and then Martin Schindler and Gabriel Clemens.
77.
Max Hopp today playing on the PDC Challenge Tour because he failed to win a tour card at Q School last week.
93.
Yeah, but the baton has been picked up by Schindler and Clemens, hasn't it? Clemens reaching the world semi-finals. More than 3.5 million people in Germany watching him do so.
123. Vladimir, you require 154.
Big ask. Too big.
$58. Robbie requires 64.
The 2023 Euro Tour just round the corner.
Counting the days, Stuart.
Game from the
Rob
second
Cross
leg.
counts another leg in the
Rob
ledger.
Cross.
8-8 for a 14-darter. 2 nearly leads.
The leg, Rob, to throw first. Game on.
Saw Vladimir play here last year. Lost out to Michael Smith 6-2. Never really looked like challenging in that game. And in the early stages of this,
21.
there's a danger we might see something similar.
Maybe a chance here. Yeah, Michael Smith, 6-0 winner over Darius Labanowskis. So when you looked at the draw, you thought maybe Labanowskis can pose a threat to the world champ. Not a bit of it. And to be fair, Smith didn't even have to get out of second gear, did he?
Dennis Nielsen nearly sprung a surprise though, didn't he? Peter Wright was in a spot of bother.
85.
All back leg.
59.
Interesting little move across the oche there from Vladimir. You can see it's not blocked the bed, but he's just trying to use the previous dart. That is a very Simon Whitlock tactic. Didn't work out for him there. You can see what he's trying to do.
Talking about Simon Whitlock and the
99
iconic beard of the Australian. Wait till you see what we've got coming up next. Andreas Harry Harrison on his World Series debut.
81.
Not quite a match, or maybe a match to the Whitlock beard. All will be revealed.
One
180 number 2. Voltage down to a 2-darter. And just when Vladimir Andersen might have been harbouring a little nugget of hope in this leg,
45.
things start looking a lot worse.
It just goes back to what you say there. I mean, if you're going to disappear and not play competitive darts for 3 or 4 months, or even longer, you can't expect to come back and make any sort of impression.
Games from
Cross
the third
nails
leg.
96.
Rough cross.
Following the 180. To go 3 up.
A little half step again from Andersen. Again, it doesn't quite work for him.
140.
Just fire another one in for a ton 40. And those numbers are not going to be good enough against Rob Cross, you feel. He has been reliably
100.
and consistently good for well over a year now, Voltage. Back on the World Series, of course, after a spell away. Nobody's missed a double. Vladimir can cling to that.
100.
Well, Vladimir would just be grateful for a dart and a double.
100. $41.
Yeah, but right on what you say. I mean, there was a lot of hope and a lot of hype around Vladimir Andersen, wasn't there? But just hasn't worked out. But at 33, still time
100.
for it to work out.
Hey, look, there are plenty of players you've seen get on the tour, really struggle, be in danger of losing their cards. Some of them have lost their cards, and then they've come back stronger.
100.
Think of the likes of Nathan Aspinall, a winner on the World Series, lost his card, came back and is now one of the elite. Somebody like Ryan Searle, the former window cleaner.
60. Vladimir
Always deserves
80.
a mention. Ryan Searle. Chance then for Vladimir Andersen.
Going the old Mervyn King route on the 80. Doesn't quite work
64.
out for him. The danger with that route is if you don't get a treble, you only get a dart at the ball, but didn't even think about that.
Well, 1 down, 2 to go. 2 down, 1 to go.
Games from the fourth leg.
Exceptional.
Rob Cross.
Little wiggle of the shoulders and acknowledgement there from Vladimir Andersen. Not a lot you can do about that.
First, game on.
That was high class from Rob Cross.
And a shrug to say, it's
100.
just what I do. Rob Cross taking care of business. The checkouts get bigger and bigger and bigger. The lead gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And Vladimir Andersen hopes gets smaller
60.
and smaller and smaller.
I guess fair to say he's enjoying himself, having fun.
Would you describe it as a classy performance, Stuart?
Very classy. From Crossy.
100.
Very much like Michael Smith, I mean, joking apart. 97 average.
100.
Hasn't got out of second gear. Hasn't missed a dart and a double. 4 out of 4 on the doubles.
57.
3 180s,
Robbie
98
require
average.
121.
I think he's done okay, don't you?
Well, that's a slip, but not one that is going to worry him too much. 419s to leave tops potentially, or is he going to go on the 20s? No, he goes in search of the 19s.
81.
And if he's not getting exactly what he wants, he's usually getting the second prize, Rob Cross.
Well, had chance, one chance
92.
to win leg 4.
Robbie
He thought he was going to
required
come
40.
back, thwarted by a 1-4-1. He's about to go 5 down, you feel.
Not yet, he's not. And the problem that Rob Cross has is that he's going to have to come back for that double 5, which can get a little bit awkward.
100. Robbie required 10.
Double 5 to 5-0.
Games from the 5th leg. Rob Cross. 6th leg, Vladimir to throw first.
As we said before, there's been an
100.
element of ruthlessness behind the PDC stars. Gerwin Price, Michael Smith, now Rob Cross. You probably mentioned this before, but
97.
you do get asked whether the players take these events seriously. It's an exhibition tournament. Yes, it is, but it's a competition.
57.
And they are competitive, and they do want to win. And they want to be up there as top seeds when it comes to the World Series finals in the autumn in Amsterdam.
96.
Make no mistake.
And small matter of 20 grand for the winner as well.
Absolutely. But on Saturday, quarters, the semis and the finals, it'll be down to business. The cutthroat nature of the sport at the very top of the tree.
Oh, Vladimir Andersen continues to blow and blow and blow on his hands as if every breath might stick a few extra
98.
points into those darts. It's not happening. Vlad the exhaler, I'm afraid, maybe going out 6-0.
$60. $136.
Can they wrap it up here and now Rob Cross?
$100.
83
Robbie
the average for
requires
Vladimir
74.
Andersen. Rob Cross is dealing in trebles and doubles and legs
69.
And will he be back
Vladimir
for a 6-0
required
win?
90.
At the very least, he should get a dart at the bullseye. Oh, he's starting on the ball, you cheeky man. It paid off. But he can't make it
50.
count. Head in hands for Vladimir Andersen.
Robbie required 5.
Love the attitude, though. Maybe losing 5-0, but let's give it a go.
No score.
Wow,
Vladimir, you required 40.
I don't think anyone expected that. Vladimir Andersen didn't expect that.
Game
He wins
from
the leg.
sixth leg.
And for sheer
Vladimir
cheek, he
Andersen.
deserves it. Going for ball and tops, and acknowledged by Rob Cross, who won't be too bothered.
2 for 5th. Game on.
5-1 it is, and on we go.
$137.
Well, Rob Cross didn't miss a dart at double in the first 4 legs of this match. He was taken out 96 and 141. He started to miss as Vladimir Robin Hoods himself on the treble 20. I mean, that is
61.
such bad fortune for him there. 3 good darts, one of them doesn't register at all, and the other one skews off into the 1 segment.
132.
He had got that bull and tops. It would have been the biggest cheer of the night for sure.
60.
Flashes of what Andersen can do, but if he is going to do in the world of darts, he's got to play regularly, play competitively,
65.
play against the very best. And you know, it'd be good to see him, despite the disappointments of his first year with a tour card, having a real crack at it in 2023. It's in his own hands whether
58.
he wants to play
Robbie
this game
require 167.
and achieve in this sport and be serious about it, or is it just going to be fun, or maybe not so funny?
127.
Well, top-level sport's an unforgiving place, and if you're losing week after week after week and you're struggling to get any kind of victory, the
78.
enthusiasm can drain out of you, and you can sort of see it drain out of Vladimir Andersen over the course of this match. Rob Cross to end it. He's even having a little think here. But he doesn't have to think anymore. It is job done for Rob Cross, the number 3 seed, a 6-1 winner. Vladimir Andersen dispatched with very little bother. Vaulted through to the quarterfinals. He'll face Johnny Clayton. We've got